Hello everyone, Ostrich Fox, aka Kevin Williams here. Today I wanted to talk to you about the future of the Roundtable, some changes, some new stuff, and so on. The channel has been known as the Roundtable for about a year now. May 30th was our first video under the Roundtable name. So now here we are 1 year later in June of 2017 with almost 200,000 subscribers, and I couldn't be more grateful. However, I'm kinda getting sick of just saying I all the time. After all, this is called the Roundtable, and I've said for the past year that this channel is not just me, yet you look at 90% of the content, you're only going to get Ostrich Fox, which is probably going to be the biggest change of all, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's start with Patreon. We want to make Patreon to what you guys want it to be. Have it feel like you're getting actual rewards with your pledge, and we've already started making some changes. First off, having a Patreon channel inside the Roundtable Discord was nice, however, it was hard to keep track of. So, as many patrons may have already noticed, we have launched a Patreon-exclusive Discord server entirely separate from the regular Roundtable server. Patrons who are still in the Roundtable server will still have their exclusive role and access to that channel, but now you get their own server where you'll be able to talk to me and the rest of the Roundtable one-on-one. Now, I've been really busy lately, so I've really been in and out of there, and I want to be active in both servers a lot more often. But it's going to be a process. Getting organized into a daily routine where I can incorporate everything, it's not going to be an easy task. But what are the benefits of being in the Patreon-only Discord server besides talking to me, Tom, Shane, for less than an hour or so a day? Like I said, realistically, it's going to be a challenge to get into a routine where we can talk in there every single day pretty frequently. Well, we're going to start having Patreon Discord movie nights. Through the streaming service Rabbit, every week, all the patrons in the Discord server or pledging $20 and up we'll all get together, pick a movie, and watch it alongside each other. If you're not familiar with how Rabbit works, one person hosts a stream, and everyone else can tune in, have face cam on, have microphones on, and there's a text chat right next to it. It's like we're all there in the same room next to each other. But besides that, we've also recently began our first run of coupon codes for Teespring. The higher you pledge on Patreon, the higher the discount is. If you're a Ruby, our $1 tier, you get 5% off. But as you go up to a Peridot, 15% off, Sapphire 30% off, and Diamond 50% off. And there's still coupon codes if you're a Jasper or an Amethyst. But the point being, you're going to get more bang for your buck. And of course, as some of you already know, if you're a Diamond, our highest tier of $50, we will shout out whatever you want. Whether it's a YouTube channel, social media, after your charge to avoid fraudulent pledges. We'll get your shoutouts out as soon as possible in the front and center of a video. But something we're also working towards on Patreon are exclusive wallpapers for a minimum of the $5 and up pledges, access to come on live streams if you're a Diamond, work up to at least 2 to 3 videos early access a week, original Roundtable posters signed by us every few months. We're probably going to go with the $20 and up pledges for that one. And as some of you may know, we're working on a Roundtable podcast, and as we'll get to in a sec, that'll be happening much sooner than later, so a perk patrons will get our exclusive podcast episodes. Not early access, but only for patrons. Although depending on the demand, we could release them publicly months after they're on Patreon. I'm also going to try to keep up with the patron-only blog, a simple perk for the $1 tier, and I removed my editing streams from the Peridot tier just because there is a lag both streaming on OBS and editing in Premiere Pro at the same time. I'm not sure that's something my computer can handle at the moment, but if I get a better computer in the future, which of course is in the cards, that perk can return. Moving on for Patreon and shifting more focus to the channel. Now, this is something I've stated in multiple live streams. I think the last live stream I mentioned that, and I talked about it a little on Discord. But starting next week, June 19th, we're taking the first big step at making the Roundtable truly a Roundtable. Now, we have Tom on the channel, and we have Let's Talk with Tom. And we have Shane, aka Retro Nemo, and his show, Retro Nemo's Conspiracy Corner. But Let's Talk with Tom is once a week, and it's very niche with our audience. And a Conspiracy Corner comes every now and then, but that's because Shane was in school. Tom's done with college, and it's summer break for Shane. So, alongside an editor named Josh, they'll be working with me every single day. I've expressed in the past I'd like an office space, as I feel like it'd be easier for us to make content in a concentrated space. But for now, we'll be working out of my home office, and we'll be filming live action content in a spare room. But like I said, I've already talked about this before on streams, Discord, etc. But I haven't really gone in depth on what this means. Well, I know Let's Talk with Tom wasn't a hit with everybody on the channel, and while it's not going away anytime soon, we're still listening to your feedback and criticisms. Both Tom and Shane will be experimenting with other content on the channel. While Crystal Clear will always be hosted by me, you will see some group Crystal Clear start popping up over the upcoming weeks. Group discussions, group reviews, and while I've always been the one to edit Crystal Clear, Josh will take over with some episodes. So, if the style feels a little different from time to time, You'll know why, but this allows me to focus on my own crystal clears too, and this way we'll all be able to avoid burnout. But for shows like Interdimensional Intellect, which is our Rick and Morty series that we've only have about 2 episodes out for right now, not only can we start doing that consistently, putting out multiple episodes a week, but some episodes may be hosted by Tom, or Shane, or me, or in a group, break off in pairs, and so on. This will allow us to expand our content beyond Steven Universe, which the Roundtable was always intended to be. It wasn't ever just supposed to cater to just one show, but when you're limited on time and resources, you'll unfortunately have to stick with what works, what's best for the channel. But now, that won't be a concern anymore. And I want to hear what shows you guys want us to cover in the comments below. And starting this week, we'll have the return of The Baker, aka Matt Baker. He had a series on this channel when it first began called The Shelf, and is being retooled as The Bakery. And not only will he be covering his pick of animated shows, but also things such as Game of Thrones. I'm really excited to see his content, but since he doesn't live near the rest of us, you won't see him on any live action stuff for a while. But never say never. Beyond that, we'll also get our gaming channel, Roundtable Gaming, off the ground, and our third channel, Roundtable Live, which, as the name implies, is our live action channel. While our main focus is this channel, we're aiming to get Roundtable Gaming maybe 2 to 3 uploads a week to begin, and Roundtable Live 1 to 2 videos a week, and then work our way up to daily for Roundtable Gaming, and 2 to 3 times a week for Roundtable Live. However, it's much more challenging to get a gaming channel established in 2017, which is why it's been on our back burner for a very long time. Another awesome thing I'm ready to get behind is Roundtable Roundup. Starting next week, every day at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, on Twitch, we'll be doing a live talk show where we give you guys the news and all things animation and pop culture. If you're worried about missing it on Twitch, don't worry, we're always going to post a video saying when we're about to go live and post on our social media. If you can't catch it at 3 every day, that's no problem. It'll be re-uploaded to this channel every single day as soon, if not shortly after, the stream ends. One of the more exciting parts of this show is that we'll be able to interact directly with you guys, taking your tweets, comments, and more. We're also looking into doing giveaways on the show. Something else we'll be doing in the future is start streaming on Riff. Riff is a platform where, as the name implies, you can live riff while watching shows, and the viewers can watch alongside with you. Think of it as Mystery Science Theater 3000, but hosted by the Roundtable. We'll be watching the various animated series such as Miraculous Ladybug, and maybe some anime like My Hero Academia. It's up to you guys. And with both the Riff streams and Roundtable Roundup, we're going to try to change the roster of hosts every single time. We want at least 2 hosts on screen. Some days it'll be me and Tom, some days it'll be me and Shane, some days it'll be Tom and Shane, and hey, we may even throw our editor Josh into the mix. Usually he'll be running it from behind the scenes, so you'll probably hear his voice in commentary, but who knows, it may be me and him on camera sometimes. If you watched our Roundtable After Dark series, which hopefully will return to, it's basically going to be like that, but hopefully a bit more organized and definitely consistent. Like I said, every weekday at 5. If there are times where we can't make it, we'll let you know. And if the daily format doesn't work at first, I'll also let you guys know that too. I also want to rebrand my Star vs. Forces of Evil series Muni Monday. As you guys can tell, I don't always upload those on Mondays when I do make them. Not only do I want to make it a consistent weekly series again, but I want to be able to offer a few videos more than just once a week. With all that being said, let's move on to Discord and our social media as a whole. On Discord, I apologize for my inactivity on there. It's hard to keep up as it's always active, always moving. But me, Tom, Shane, and Josh will soon be in there, hopefully consistently, and we want to start doing giveaways. Not just on Discord, but across all our social media platforms. We really want to reward you guys for being a part of this community and supporting us, because we love you. And this is going to be a very risky endeavor. But more than ever, we want to be able to build a relationship with you guys, with the community, so you guys can actually feel as if we're there, and build that community so you guys can expect a variety of content, something for everybody. Again, thank you for your continued support, and if you have any recommendations, please shoot them our way. Whether that's through Twitter, the comments, Instagram, Discord, we're listening, we're ready. And I can't wait for you guys to meet the new Roundtable. Oshrik Vox, signing out, have a beautiful day. This video has been powered by Patreon. If you want to give us some more support, head to patreon.com/roundtablevids, become a patron, and get some awesome perks. Thanks for watching another video on the Roundtable. If you want to get more involved with our community and watch videos from Let's Talk with Tom, Voxbox, and more, click the video right here. Or if you want to get some more of that animation goodness, watch some Crystal Clear or Mini Monday, click the video right here. And please, don't forget to subscribe.